And we are live with the cast of crew and with the hot smoking jersey today. Carson Shear, the money man. Look at this jersey. Woo!
I have contemplated back and forth, and after Monday Night Football's brutal disaster that the Lions performed, I am more of a Matthew Stafford fan than I am a Detroit Lions fan now. So it's one of my favorites. So hopefully Stafford can get his ring that he deserves.
There you go. What's up, Mr. Siciliano? I like your shirt because I got one just like you tonight, Mr. Sis.
See that. Same old. Everything's good. Yep.
And Mr. Kirkpatrick, how are you, my friend?
Love. I'm doing great. Love the Stafford jersey, like you said, and I love the St. John's red from you and Mr. Siciliano.
Yes, sir. And guess, hey, Sis, breaking news.
Get that twisted, bro. I'm a Seton Hall fan.
Wait, Sis, breaking news. The first, I let me get the date, but this is breaking news today.
Right.
Let me get it. Hold on. Let me just get the official date. Monday, December 20th.
Right.
Big East opener. St. John's at Seton Hall, baby.
That's
Let's
all I
go.
want to know. They're home. That's all I want to know.
Let's go.
I got some breaking news real quick. I'm going to be in Atlantic City this weekend. I might post a little video of my ticket. I'm going to do some wagering on Saturday. So
You better
perfect way to
post it.
segue into our wagering show. I'm going to give some bets out. I might throw it on the Facebook page. Check out our Facebook page. I might throw some wagers out there. But that's a good idea for us to have our first K&K Roadshow, Wits and Wagers, in Atlantic City. We get Carson down from Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
You
down
and
for
Sis
that.
from myself from Maryland, and you and Sis come down from North Jersey and Western New Jersey near Philly. We all go down and meet in Atlantic City and
Done deal. Done
Yeah,
deal.
do a show live from one of the sports books.
Yeah, we got to do it for sure.
Couple comments real quick coming in from our great friend Ricky. He said, yes, let's go. And he said that he will be purchasing a Mac Jones, you ready for this, Sis? Alabama jersey. He's looking to get a Mac Jones Alabama jersey.
Ricky's saying he's going to hit me up. Anybody who wants to hit me up in Atlantic City or even meet me down there, I'll be down there till Sunday morning.
And a couple of things from our really good friend Henry Zimenoff. If most people are not going to watch today's Nintendo Direct, then they should be tuning into this live stream. I love it. Henry's saying, by the way, another busy sports weekend ahead of us. Absolutely. Week 3 of football. And Henry's saying, the first division winner in the MLB belongs to the Chicago White Sox, their first AL Central Division title in 13 years. And you know what? That's a great point, Henry, saying how many people in the beginning of the year, Tony La Russa's too old, he's not going to work, he's not going to do this. Congratulations to those White Sox.
Yeah,
Yep.
well deserved.
Well
Coach
deserved.
Breslin's saying, bet it all on Rutgers. You know what? I can't lose on Rutgers in New Jersey.
Can't bet it.
Coach Breslin, stick around for my pick. You're going to love my pick.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
All right, so let's do this. We got a bunch of games. Let's get right into the college slate, boys. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna
Sweet.
go. We're gonna start.
I'm gonna do something different each week. I'm gonna have our updated standings on our webpage.
Okay.
Every week we'll have our updated standings. So go check out the K&K Sports Facebook page. I will have the updated standings on there each week for college and NFL.
All right. Awesome.
Got to get our interns to work, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. By the way, great interns. We'll be Kid Daniel will be working with us on these two shows, so we're excited to have them. Here we go.
Right.
First game tonight. Marshall at Appalachian State. Appalachian State is a 7.5-point favorite over Marshall. I'll start with Sis tonight. Where are you going?
Marshall.
You're taking the points with Marshall.
Yep.
Mr. Kirkpatrick.
Do you have an over/under in that? Because I might throw a little parlay in this one.
You know, you
58 and a half.
58 and a half. I'm with Sis. I'm going to go Marshall, but I'm going to go the over. These games tend to be high scoring. A lot of offense, not much defense. I'm on board with Sis with Marshall, but I'm going to throw a little bonus in there, parlay bonus. Marshall in the over.
All right, I'm going to go with UN, Sis, and I'm going to take Marshall. I think Marshall could win outright. Carson, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Appalachian State here. You know, you saw they gave Miami a scare that kind of jumped them out of their shoes a little bit, and they're home. I like Appalachian State here.
All right.
One of my favorite teams because they pulled off an insane upset against Michigan a few years back.
Awesome. Carson, if you could do me a favor, Carson, I'll give you the game. If you can give me the line, can you do that for me?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
awesome. It's just easier for me without the phone. All right, second game tomorrow night. Hoops is Virginia Cavaliers, who's still trying to stop North Carolina from last week. They are home against Wake Forest. That line is what, Carson?
Virginia minus 3.5.
3.5. All right, you start us off, Carson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jenny Hoops' Cavaliers. I like Virginia. I like they're in the ACC. Wake Forest has struggled a little bit, so I like Virginia here on Friday night.
All right, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with Hoops. I don't go with Hoops much with her Cavs, but I am going to go this week, and I'll take Virginia. Sis.
That's a lock, Virginia.
Okay. Kenny, sweep the board?
Sweep the board in exact words like Sis said, lock. Because this is the exact same game as last week. Virginia Tech, West Virginia. I know Sis and I like West Virginia. They want you to take Wake Forest here. Virginia's at home. Wake Forest is maybe overachieving a little bit. Take Virginia at home. Easy touchdown victory.
All right. So you know what? I swear I keep saying I'm doing all these bets that we all agree on. All right.
I'm writing them down.
Let's write
Remember,
them
I'm
down.
going to
Play a
Land City
ticket.
this weekend.
All right.
Remember, I'm going to Land City this weekend. So
12
I
o'clock.
can't do Virginia and Marshall, but Saturdays I can do.
12 o'clock slate. Notre Dame at Wisconsin. Carson, what do you got with the line?
Wisconsin's minus 5.5.
Kenny, we're going to start with you.
I thought about this game a little bit. I've been back and forth. Right now, I'm leaning Notre Dame. This game's being played at Soldier Field. And those Chicago people hate Wisconsin people. And it's going to be more of a home game, I think, for Notre Dame. So give me the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the points.
Kenny, me too. I don't know. It could be a 3-point game either way, but I will take those points with you. I'm not the biggest Notre Dame fan, but, listen, I think Wisconsin's going to try to run the ball. I mean, that's what they do. I think Notre Dame could stop that. They don't have an athletic quarterback that they have to worry about running around. And I think it'll be a low-scoring game, but I will take the points too. Sis, how about you?
Wisconsin on the money line.
Would you take Notre Dame with the points, or you don't like anyway?
No points, money line.
Carson.
Yeah, I like Wisconsin this one. I think Notre Dame, they've been struggling. They've been barely creeping by teams.
Carson.
Legit first real test. I did not know that Kenny pointed out that it's at Soldier Field. So that should make it interesting. So it should be a fun game to watch. But I got Wisconsin. I would go with the points with them as well. Wisconsin. Yeah.
Our guest picker is in the waiting room. I'm going to bring him in on our last college football game that we have on the slate.
It's a special one.
Got him for our NFL picks.
Okay.
Sweet.
Next game I'm going to get to is Texas A&M and Arkansas.
Where is it? Texas A&M. Okay. Texas A&M is minus 4.5.
I'll start this one off. Again, I know I was saying A&M last night, Kenny. I'm not impressed with them, but that's a small. I believe this is a neutral. I believe this game is in Dallas. It's in where the Cowboys play in Jerry World. But I'm going to take A&M. I think their defense is dominant. Their defensive line is dominant. Low-scoring game. Ooh, Coach Breslin saying upset special Arkansas. I'm going to go A&M. Kenny.
I think I'm with you, Kurt. I think Arkansas is trending up. And I think they got a bright future. Arkansas is definitely going to be a physical team here. But I think A&M is ready to make a statement going into Alabama, which we know Alabama is going to take care of them when they play each other. But I think A&M is going to win this game and cover the spread as well.
Ricky's saying Razorbacks better than the line. Sis, A&M?
I'm going
Arkansas.
with Coach Breslin. That's a lock.
Arkansas, you're going.
In an upset.
Woo.
Yep.
Carson, 2-2.
Yeah, I like the Razorbacks here. I'm with Breslin and Sis. They've been dominant.
Carson.
up and coming teams in the SEC. I think they can do a lot of damage. You saw what Texas A&M did to Colorado, barely got by there.
Yep.
I think Arkansas. I think they're gonna. I like them a lot here. I think points and they cover easily.
All
And
right.
then Colorado got smoked the previous week.
They
Yeah,
did.
they did.
They did.
Exactly.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know your football, fellas.
Sneaky little 12 o'clock game. Missouri out of the SEC, 2-1 against the ACC's undefeated Boston College, 3-0.
Missouri's -1.5 here.
Kenny,
Drew Lock's brother, the starting quarterback over there.
is he?
I don't know. I'm asking. I thought maybe you would have known.
No.
He's there. I'm gonna go with my good friend Che and his niece who goes to Boston College. I'm gonna go with the Boston College Eagles. That was your sleeper team, I believe, Kurt, in the ACC when we did our
Yeah,
college football
they
preview.
are a sleeper, but the quarterback, I can't always forget his name. He's the Notre Dame transfer. He's out. But I'm going to agree with you, sis. Kenny. I'm going to go.
I'm still gonna go Boston College.
Me
here. I'm
too.
still gonna go Boston College.
Me too. I'm going with you for Che. I'm taking Boston College. Sis.
They're not beating a SEC team. Sorry.
Okay.
Not happening. Not happening.
Carson.
Yeah,
You're
if this game was at Missouri, I would lean more towards them, but I would stay away from this. The points are just way too close. I'm going to go Boston College here, though. They're going to enter their Doug Flutie magic within them.
All right. Let me get to the next game real quick. Omari saying, I'm here, fellas. He's just getting home from work. Kenny's just an
Yeah, we're
FYI.
gonna bring you on for the last pick in college, Amari, and then for
NFL.
NFL.
All right. Clemson, who I know Beelin's not been impressed. I was not impressed. They almost lost that game to Georgia Tech. They are going at NC State, and I think they're a pretty high favorite in this, Carson.
Yeah, Clemson's -9.5.
Sis.
NC State, Clemson's a fraud.
Sis, I can't agree with you more. I'm going with you. I'm telling they might lose this game. They might lose because
outright.
this team
Yep.
is good. They put up points. I'm with you, sis. I'm going NC State with the points.
Struggle
Kenny.
against Georgia Tech? You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, exactly. Kenny.
This is the game I think Clemson's going to make your argument valid next week for top 16. I think they're going to win big, double digits. I'm going to take Clemson because of their defense, like you said, Kurt. They're going to create turnovers in this game.
Okay.
So I'm going to take Clemson. I'm going to take Clemson by double digits. So give me Clemson laying the points.
I think Clemson wins, but sis, I can't lay points with this team. They can't score. They can't score.
Right.
That's a problem.
Right.
Carson, where you going to go on this?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kenny here. I think Dabo really grilled them this week. They barely got past Georgia Tech. I was watching a little bit of that game, and they're going on the road. They got to make a statement here. You guys were saying I think their season's in jeopardy if they don't blow out NC State here. But if they barely get by, they could even drop next week. So I'm going to go Clemson. I think they cover easily, and I think they make a statement game this week.
All right, couple comments. Return the belts saying hello. And Brian is saying I'm taking the Marshall over. So he likes the over. in the
That was
Marshall
mine
game.
too. Marshall over. Go lay it.
Marshall
go with it,
over.
Brian.
All right,
I
next
like that
game.
a lot.
This is a little disappointing. Iowa State at undefeated Baylor.
Iowa State -6.5.
Carson, start us off.
Oh boy. Man, this is a tough one because Baylor's 3-0. They've been blowing out teams recently, and then Iowa State, they had a shaky start, but they did blow out UNLV. I'm gonna, as much as I really want to go Baylor here, I think I have to stick with Iowa State. I think they just have too much talent. They lost to a really good Iowa team, so I think they cover and beat Baylor here.
I'm going with Carson. I think Iowa State's way better than Baylor. I think that loss to Iowa kind of woke them up a little. And again, I don't love them because they're another team that doesn't score, but I think their defense shuts Baylor down and they cover. Sis,
Iowa State.
Kenny, Sweeping the board?
I'm sweeping the board here, Kurt. I think this is another one just like Clemson. I think this is a big statement game. You're going up against an undefeated team in Baylor, and you can move up the ranks with a nice victory here. Give me Iowa State.
All right.
Covering the spread.
Couple
Covering the
more
game.
on the docket. UCLA, who got upset at home versus Fresno State. They go on the road to Stanford.
UCLA -4.5.
I will start this. I was big on UCLA. We know we picked them versus LSU early on. We had that one, but I'm sorry. I don't trust them on the road. I will take Stanford. Stanford had a beautiful win versus USC a couple weeks ago. I'm going to get points with Stanford. I'm taking points with Stanford at home, Kenny.
This one's tough, Kurt. This is probably the toughest one. This would be the one that, I wouldn't put your dollar on the game. Fresno State is better than people think. They almost beat Oregon, and then they beat UCLA, who was ranked top 15. Stanford beat USC. This is a coin flip. The spread's what, 4.5? You said
4.5.
Yes.
I'll take the underdog. I'll take the underdog Stanford in the points in a close game.
Carson.
Yeah, I like outright upset here. Stanford, I watched that USC game. They look legit. They blew out Vanderbilt last week. And then UCLA, I think it's going to continue on into Stanford. But yeah, Kenny's right though. Fresno State is legit. They've played some really tough opponents and have held their ground. But I think Stanford gets the win here. Outright upset, and they cover.
Sis, before I get this next comment, I got to give props. Go ahead, sis.
UCLA.
Sis is going UCLA. Intercept your
Everybody's
lunch.
ducking. Yep. Go
Intercept
UCLA.
your lunch, Marty, saying we are. Now he's saying stomping Eagles. Congratulations, Marty. And I will just say this, Carson. Last night when Sis and I made our top four, who are our top four in the country, Sis and I both had who at number 3, Sis?
Penn State.
Penn State. You beat an
Yeah.
SEC team.
They're legit.
You know what?
Yeah, they
Kurt,
shocked me as well.
While
They're
Marty's listening, I think it's only right because I've been picking against them all year. To rival Carson's, they beat you, Kurt. I think it's only right when we invite Marty back on.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
We all wear white T-shirts,
Yes.
and we have our own little whiteout
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah,
That'd be sweet.
I have
And the
to.
white background in the background. I think
Yeah, Marty-
it's only right that we do a whiteout for Marty.
Yeah, Marty and I could have a really good game towards the end of the year in East Lansing.
Oh, yeah.
Together, so that's going to be sick as well.
So yeah, Marty, next time you come on our show, we'll do an official whiteout for you.
All right,
sweet.
before we make this next pick, Kenny, I got to ask Carson because we asked everybody who was on the panel last night. Out of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, in the fourth quarter of that Bama-Florida game, how nervous was Sis on Saturday, Carson?
I'm gonna say he was probably like a 9 there, 8 or 9. I think Alabama. I mean, it's Bama. They always seem to get it done no matter what. But Saban's gonna drill them, and they're gonna be fine. I don't even who are they playing this week, Sis? I don't even know. They're
Southern.
Yeah, they're gonna blow them out, and they're gonna be just fine. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any
Once they get by Ole Miss next week, it's all over. They'll run the table.
Well,
Yeah.
you better run into November because the only thing running
They'll
at you is
run the
Tank
table
Bigsy.
and they'll beat Auburn.
Let's see.
I predict. Okay.
A couple comments. Marty saying a K&K Sports whiteout. I'll take it. Carson, you are my right-hand man. Montclair. Michigan State looks good. Coach Breslin said, sorry, Marty. No way on the whiteout, buddy. I'm wearing red. So there we go. All right, so here we go. Oh, I think Marty's saying Sis's nervousness was a 15.5.
They still won, Marty. That's all that counts. They won.
All right, here we
Are we
go.
on the last game, Kurt?
What happened?
How many more games we got?
I got
I want
three-
to make sure I bring in our guest for the last game.
I'm going to do 3 games real quick.
Okay.
Real quick. Tennessee at Florida. Carson, start us off, and what's the line?
It is. Oh wow. Okay. Florida -18.5. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go Florida here. Joe Milton, their quarterback from Tennessee, he's questionable. I'm gonna go Florida in the swamp. I think they cover and win.
Yep,
Both
I'm,
ways.
I'm with you. A little hangover probably early, but Tennessee is not a good football team. Amari saying Florida. I'm going Florida. Sis, you going Florida?
Florida will be doing a moonwalk in that game. They'll win by 25.
Mr. Kirkpatrick.
I don't know. This is the one I'm going to disagree with you boys. Tennessee, Florida is always a rival game. Like Florida, after losing a heartbreaker to Bama, that might hang over, might last long enough where Tennessee covers the spread and Florida wins by 17 or 18, and you lose by a point or a half a point with the spread. I agree, Tennessee's a mess, but I could see Florida getting off to a slow start in this game.
Okay. All right, the next one is, and he's going to go last. Just give me the line first. The hottest team maybe in the country, the Spartans from Michigan State, baby, at home against Nebraska. What's the line, Carson?
Yeah, so it actually went down. So MSU was favored like 5.5, 6.5 a few days ago. Now it's only minus 4.5 for State.
All right, I'll start this off. Carson goes last. I think Nebraska, like their national championship game was last week. The 70th year or whatever it was of the, not 70th, whatever it was, from 1971 against Oklahoma. They played real hard, had a shot at the end. I think Michigan State at home is going to run. Your running game is insane, Carson. I think you're going to run them right out of the building. I'm laying the points with Michigan State. Sis.
Nice.
That Michigan State in a romper.
Awesome.
Kenny, you got to go with us on the romp, right?
I got to go Carson's boys. I went against them with Miami, and look what happened there. What is it? I'll be sending Carson. I'll be showing Carson the ticket on Saturday.
Carson, can I just put your picture next to Michigan State?
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, this is a shocker. I did not expect us to do that this well this year. Tucker's done a great job with all these transfers that came in. Kenneth Walker's a stud. He's third in the nation at the Heisman spot for running back right now. He's just insane. I think our defense looks good. We blew out a ranked team on the road in Miami by 21 points. We're at home under the lights. Forget about it. I'm going to say Nebraska's a really good team. I could see it be close in the first half, but they're going to pull away. It's party all day.
Okay. Two more, Kenny. West Virginia at Oklahoma, Kenny. Spread, Carson?
Yeah, Oklahoma minus 17.5.
It's a lot. I know Kenny's going. I can guarantee you Kenny's going to go West Virginia.
West Virginia. Depending on how things are going at 8 o'clock on Saturday night, you may be seeing a money line wager at the sports book on West Virginia pulling off the upset here. Depending on how things go. I'm not saying if I'm losing, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. But this Oklahoma team has been getting by worse teams than West Virginia. West Virginia is a sneaky team. Give me the Mountaineers easily covering that 17.
Kenny, I'm with you. I don't think they can win. I don't think they will win. But I'm going to take West Virginia with the definitely taking those 17 points. They could put up points, and Oklahoma's defense isn't great. Carson.
Yeah, you saw. I mean, Nebraska nearly beat them last week. So I think West Virginia easily covers. This is one of my best bets of the week. Take 17.5 all day with West Virginia.
And Mr. Sis.
Yep, I'm with you. They're not beating Oklahoma. They're not beating Oklahoma, but they'll cover.
I like that too. And we have our last game, Mr. Kirkpatrick.
Let me bring in our special guest. I think he's going to have his audio down this time, so he shouldn't have any feedback.
Okay.
Our guest picker this evening is Mr. Amari Smith. How we doing, Amari?
Doing all right.
There he
What's
is.
up, Amari?
There he is.
What's going on?
And
There
we
he
got,
is.
I don't know if we want to
Brought
call it,
Amari in because he's a Michigan fan. But Amari, you got to pick one game first before I should have brought you on for this one. Michigan State, Nebraska. Who you got in this one? 5.5. Michigan State's favorite.
I hate to say it, but State.
Right pick, Amari.
They're legit, man. They're legit. All right,
Kurt,
so
what's the last game, Kurt?
oh,
What
the
was
last game is, we're not going to say game of the week because I don't know if it's a game of the week, but
Right.
it's a big game in this area. I know it's a big game for Amari. It's a big game for Coach Breslin. It's a big game for a lot of people. Coach Breslin saying, Amari, I hope you are picking Rutgers. And he's with crying faces.
Get it.
So here's what we're going to do.
Look at this.
Here's what we're going to do. Since Coach Breslin is Coach Sis's guy, we're going to let Coach Sis give Coach Breslin the good news right out of the gate. You're going to tell us that Rutgers can beat Michigan. Is that correct, Mr. Sis?
Rutgers can beat Michigan 10 years ago. In this day and age, sorry, Coach, I love you to death. It ain't happening Saturday.
What's the spread on this, Carson?
Minus 20.5 for Michigan.
Sis,
What?
they cover?
Hell no.
Who-
Michigan blows them out.
Michigan.
Off the field.
Jeremy is saying Michigan. I'm going to go with Kenny next for give good news to Coach Breslin.
I'm giving Coach Breslin that good news. They're going to cover the 20.5.
This
Sorry,
guy is such
Amari.
a brown
This is the
man.
type
I
of
want
game.
you.
This is the type of game. Sorry, Maury. This is the type of game that everybody's high on Michigan, and this is the Appalachian State type game
Yeah,
from
you're
10
dreaming.
years ago. Rutgers in the
You're dreaming
outright
too.
upset. Outright upset.
The Appalachian State game was 2006.
All right, hold
Not 10
on,
years.
hold on. Jeremy's saying Michigan. He's saying by 45 or more.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Coach Breslin, but I gotta go with Mr. Sis on this one. In the big house, and last year, if I'm not mistaken, Amari,
But Jed,
wasn't this game like a triple or double overtime game at Rutgers and Michigan beat them last year, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
All right. I just think real. Listen, I picked Michigan to beat Ohio State, and I still stand by that. And I think
There's Kurt freezing.
I'm freezing up.
You froze on us.
How about
It's on
now?
again. There you go.
All right,
Good
I'm
now.
back. Breslin.
that boy, Kurt.
Carson.
Remind, it's going to kill me to say this, but I love this game. I love Coach Breslin. This is going to be one of the biggest upsets in the history of all time.
Wow. Outright?
Outright upset. They cover. Rutgers is taking down Michigan. I love it.
Sis,
Rutgers is
Carson,
off to a
Carson,
hot start. They blew out
right now.
Delaware. They took care of Syracuse. They blew out Temple. Michigan, their first Big Ten game. A lot of people are overlooking this one. I love Rutgers. Scarlet Knights, Breslin, let's go, buddy.
woo!
Carson, being that you didn't get your shirts. Carson, being that you didn't get your shirts. from
Amari, your
Kenny,
dad's watching.
If-
Return the
if
belt.
Rutgers
He's saying, Amari's
beats them-
my son, Florida.
If Rutgers beats them, Carson, I'll send you all my K&K shirts.
Awesome.
That's
I
how
love
Ryan.
Coach Breslin said he lost us for a second. I think we're back.
Coach Carson and I got Rutgers outright. I know you're doing cartwheels.